Here at Madison Square Garden on Saturday, October 27th, we have an HBO tripleheader. We have Daniel Jacobs going up against Sergey Derevyanchenko. Then we have Machado versus Evans. And for the females, we have Heather Hardy going up against Shelly Vincent. Once again, here at Madison Square Garden, and it'll be broadcast live on HBO. With this, Heather Hardy, you will be on HBO. Congratulations, and it will be televised. This is really breaking the glass ceiling.
It's an honor to be able to be mentioned alongside some of the names of some of the first girls who are being given television recognition from the big networks and stuff. Like, you know, me and Shelly weren't Olympians, and it was kind of looking dim. Like us old girls weren't going to get our shot until this came through. So thank you, Peter Nelson. Thank you, HBO.
Well, talking about Shelly, this is a rematch. Tell me, the first one was a real barn burner. What are we expecting?
Well, we both had a lot more time to prepare for this fight, so I'm sure it's going to be the same non-stop kind of action, but chances are you'll get to see a little bit more boxing technique in this one, not just two girls duking it out.
You said on your Facebook that you feel really strong. And you wouldn't want to fight you right now. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah, this is the strongest I've ever been. It's my very first camp where I've consistently used a strength and conditioning coach like multiple times during the week. CJ from Turn 2 Fitness, thank you so much. He runs his own little personal training business out of a baseball, plays with minor league ball players, and Blimp turned me on to him, so strongest I've ever been for sure.
What type of exercises were you doing in strength and conditioning?
Like running and throwing stuff and medicine balls, and it was awful, but I've never been in such good shape in my whole life.
And then you said you had a lot more time to train, 3 weeks before?
It was 3 weeks our first fight. We had a full 8-week camp this time, so I feel really confident, really, really confident.
Well, good luck out there. We're so proud of you. Woman to woman, you are like my idol here. So say a shout out to your fans.
Just a shout out to my fans, to all my supporters, to everyone who's been with Team Heat since day one. Hearing me cry about TV, we did it!
Hey, will you be doing any more MMA or stick with?
We're going to take the rest of my career one fight at a time.
Okay.
On the upside of 35, I'm going to start picking my fights smart.
Okay, that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck out there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm just going to talk about the growth of women's boxing a little bit, because we have a great world championship fight on this card, now live on HBO as well, between Shelly Vincent and Heather Hardy for the WBO featherweight championship of the world on Saturday. I think the rise of women's boxing has been a great thing for the sport in general. I mean, my wife and my two daughters are there. Their favourite fighter is Katie Taylor. And it's great to see a new generation of fans, and obviously gender of fans as well, coming into the sport. But I keep stressing, it's not about male or female. It's about entertainment. It's about great fights. And if you can fight, I don't care where you're from, whether you're male or female, your ethnic background, it doesn't matter. It's about entertainment and providing entertainment for the fans. And if you watched Heather Hardy versus Shelly Vincent 1, you know that on Saturday night, this fight is going to be an absolute war and everybody's going to love it. It's very rare now for us to put on a show without a women's world championship fight. And I think that's a great comparison and great example of where the sport has come for the female side of that sport. But again, like I said, men, women, it's completely irrelevant. It's a product. If it's entertaining, people love to watch it. And these two will provide great entertainment for you on Saturday night. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up my good friend, as Peter calls him, Luis de Bella Esquire.
Female fighters have to pay the bills too, and Heather skipped over to MMA, became a two-sport athlete, signed to Bellator because she had to take care of her daughter and her family. She's a single mom. Both these ladies have, when I say that these are women fighting, for their well-being and their lives and their families, that's the truth. And I'm happy that both of them are making career high paydays on Saturday night. And I think that's wonderful. And it's my pleasure to bring up the first woman I ever signed to DeBell Entertainment to a promotional contract. Her nickname for a long time has been the First Lady. She was the first lady I ever signed to a deal. And that led to many other women. I now have 6 or 7 women, I believe, under contract. And they're all terrific fighters. She's a tremendously popular athlete in New York, tremendously popular fighter in 2 sports. She's got the heart of a lioness, and my pleasure to bring up Heather the Heat Hardy. And thank you to the WBO, because this is, it's been both these ladies' dream to fight for a world championship. They're going to get to fight for a world championship at Madison Square Garden for the WBO featherweight title.
Wow, for the first time, I'm actually speechless. I've never gotten such an incredible introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eddie Hearn, for everything you had to say about women's boxing. Usually it's me and Shelly coming up, having to tell you guys how great we are, how good we fight, how exciting we can be even though we're women. So I actually feel like I could cry. Like my whole career has really been fighting for this. So I'm going to show everybody on Saturday night what I've been fighting for and what I've haven't shut up about getting us on TV. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Eddie. And thank you, Luke.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Madison Square Garden. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.